What's going on, guys? Aero here, and welcome back to another video. Now in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about some potential DLC or new content that could be coming to Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield even after the Crown Tundra releases in just a couple of months, as well as what the next brand new project from Pokemon could be. Now it has been a couple of days since this information was out there, but I was just a little bit busy with some work and stuff, so I wasn't able to make a video on it, but the content is pretty interesting and I want to give you guys my thoughts on it and have a little discussion, so I figured I'd still make a video on it, and maybe there are still some of you guys who don't know about this or haven't really heard about it. And so the first thing that we have here is one of the brand new DLCs that could be coming into Pokemon Sword and Shield after the Crown Tundra, and it says here the next DLC. Pokemon Day 2021 will mark the 25th anniversary of Pokemon, and they will announce the next wave of DLCs for Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, starting with the Cinder Citadel, which will be available on Pokemon Day. The Cinder Citadel is basically a massive wild area filled with massive empty castles and ruins. That actually sounds really fun. Like, I would love to go through a whole bunch of different areas like that. I feel like the Galar region would kind of be made for that type of exploration and having those types of castles, but we never really were able to do any of that. I remember watching like the trailers for like the big buildings in Hammerlock, but like none of those buildings were actually explorable or had anything to them, and that's like one of my problems that I had with the games. So if they could actually give us a DLC that actually gave us like these big castles and ruins to explore, it would be really fun. It says here you will meet Mr. Wyman, a professor from a far-off land who comes to the Galar region in search of an ancient Pokemon that no expert can confirm has ever existed. You basically help him uncover mysteries of the castles and ruins in search of this Pokemon. So that basically sounds like the story of this DLC, and it definitely makes a lot of sense. Of course, with all the other DLCs introducing one new legendary Pokemon, it would make sense that the Cinder Citadel would probably come with its own new legendary Pokemon as well, just like how the Isle of Armor had Urshifu and the Crown Tundra has Calyrex. The next thing that it says here is that there's going to be Galarian forms for all the Sinnoh starters, the Hitmons except for Tyrogue, and Bisharp. Those are all that I know according to this person. Now, Galarian forms for Sinnoh starters would definitely be very interesting. A lot of people are thinking like the reason that we haven't really heard about anything with Sinnoh Pokemon, or I think even the Pokedex that is the least represented inside of Sword and Shield is the Sinnoh Pokedex, and a lot of people feel like the reason for that is because we're probably going to see Sinnoh remakes coming eventually, so it would make sense for the Sinnoh starters to get something special in those games, so I don't know why they would really give them Galarian forms right away, unless maybe that's going to have a tie into the Sinnoh remake somehow or anything like that, but it does sound a little bit interesting. Then there's some information here about the legendary Pokemon, where it says here, the Citadel legendary is basically a Welsh dragon. Its main form is Rock and Dragon and looks like cooled off magma is all over its back, and its Gigantamax form has cracks throughout its black parts where bright flames come out and it becomes pure dragon. So that's actually really cool. I don't think that Gigantamax has actually changed typing, right? Do we have any Gigantamax form that actually like changes typing based on like turning into that form? I know for Mega Evolutions, like you were able to change the entire typing of the Pokemon, but for Gigantamaxes, I'm pretty sure that wouldn't happen. So I think this would be the first ever Gigantamax where the typing would actually change. It also says here the wild area itself is fairly small, maybe about 70% of the Isle of Armor size, but the replayability is all in the empty castle ruins, which are dungeons whose layouts change daily. There are 4 castles overall and several smaller one-to-one rooms where you can get unknowns there. So it all sounds really cool, especially if the layouts change daily. Like, I wonder how many different configurations there are if you can have daily different like dungeons to explore. That sounds really good. And the last thing that it says here is unrelated specifically to the Cinder Citadel, but there will be weekly bug catching and fishing tournaments with the DLC. Basically, you can compete with NPCs locally, with friends, or ranked online, and that sounds really fun. If you guys remember, I think there was a bug catching competition inside of like Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, so that was pretty fun back in the day, so I would love for those things to kind of come back. Now the next thing here is about another potential DLC that could be coming into Sword and Shield, and this one could be called the Jungle of Jewels, and it says here that it's home to the Pokemon Zarude and will bring back various mythical Pokemon story events, for example Dada Zarude. There's going to be a legendary that's going to be an alligator or crocodile that's going to have the Rock and Dragon type combo and a lot of jewels on its body. The jewels on its body are called Max Jewels and are found similarly to the Max Mushrooms on the Isle of Armor. When brought to an NPC in the jungle, you'll be able to G-Max various Pokemon that didn't have the ability before, one of them being Hydreigon. So that actually sounds really fun, like if you could discover brand new Gigantamaxes or give it to Pokemon that aren't able to Gigantamax before but then they get the ability, that sounds really cool. And the last bit of information here is just about the size. It says that it's going to be 1.5 times the size of the Isle of Armor, and that it's going to bring back some of the other Pokemon from the Pokedex that are still missing even after the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra. And there's going to be new Pokemon like a Mythical Grass and Fire Tiger Pokemon, which is supposedly the Predator of Zarude, which is the reason that it turned into a Dark type. So there's a lot of cool stuff potentially coming in this DLC, and from the looks of it, this stuff definitely does make me excited. Now, a lot of people think that it wouldn't make sense to add more DLC into Pokemon Sword and Shield after the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra, but I could definitely still see it happening, especially after how there is still some Pokemon that are missing from Sword and Shield even after these two DLCs come. We could definitely get some more DLC that kind of completes the Pokedex and pretty much just brings back every Pokemon. But if you're wondering about what the next mainline project from the Pokemon Company and Game Freak might actually be, it looks like that we might actually kind of have an idea about what to expect. And so this information comes from Central Leaks on Twitter. Some of you guys might know who this account is. They posted a lot of the leaks about Sword and Shield when they were beginning to come out. And it says here, new Pokemon game rumor. This comes from Nintendo Alerts, which has a very good track record at leaking Nintendo information. And it basically just has a translation of the quote that they have from them. And it says here, and to think that people are complaining about the Mario remasters, when they see the Pokemon thing that's coming, they're gonna complain even more. So this is a pretty general statement. It doesn't really give us much to go off of. It doesn't say like specifically Sinnoh remakes, or it doesn't say specifically Pokemon Let's Go Johto or anything like that. It basically just says here, after seeing people complain about the Mario collection, which if you guys didn't know, Nintendo announced Super Mario 3D All-Stars, which is going to be 3 classic Mario games inside of one collection. It seems like from people that are complaining about that, because there are some people that are a little bit disappointed by it because they don't feel like it's worth $60 for the old ROMs, which don't have any new content or anything new added to them. Most people seem to be fine with it, but there are some people that are kind of complaining about the 3D Mario collection. So apparently, according to this person, once we see the new Pokemon thing, there's going to be even more people that are complaining. So I don't really know what he could mean by this. We do know that next year is going to be Pokemon's 25th anniversary, so maybe they're going to try to do something similar to like the 3D Mario collection, where maybe we have like a Pokemon collection potentially, where maybe it's just going to include the ROMs of like old Pokemon games. That could be kind of cool, like if we got like Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire as the ROMs on our Nintendo Switch, or even Diamond and Pearl, or Black and White, or Gold and Silver. I don't know what they could do, but if we get like a collection of old Pokemon games, that would be kind of cool. But there could definitely be some people that would be upset by that because of how it's just the old school ROMs and nothing new. So maybe that's what they could mean, some type of collection with old games, but we don't really have much to go off of. And so there you go, guys. Those are the potential rumors about Pokemon Sword and Shield getting even more DLC, and possibly about what the next Pokemon project might be like. If you guys enjoyed this video, then please be sure to click that like button, and also comment down below and let me know what you guys think of this. Do you guys think that Sword and Shield could get some more DLC, and would you be excited for it? And what do you think that the person could mean in terms of how people are going to complain more once we see what this next new Pokemon thing could be? What do you guys think about all of that? Definitely be sure to comment down below and let me know. If you are new to this channel, then please be sure to subscribe. I'm definitely going to have some more Pokemon content in the future, so definitely be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Click on that bell to become a part of the notification squad. Go follow me on Twitter at Aero so you can be featured in videos, and also join my Discord server as well. We've got a bunch of people in there who are always talking about Pokemon and Smash Bros and Nintendo, so definitely be sure to join that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.